Which one is the real version of The Rock? Hopefully you picked the one on the left, because here are 30 impossible Fortnite questions you can't answer. True or false? Tilted Towers was first introduced in Chapter 1, Season 3. False. Tilted was introduced in 2018 during Chapter 1, Season 2, when Fortnite did the first huge map update, because they also added Shifty Shafts, Junk Junction, the motel, and many other POIs during that update, which was huge at the time. And what NPC do you buy the party pizza from? Tomato Head, Cuddle Pool, or the Scientist? Tomato Head. I'm sure that's pretty obvious since, it's pizza. He's the only character that has something to do with food. And not gonna lie, this is a cool addition to the game since, well, it's heals for you and your whole squad. Then, do you know what character this weapon belongs to? It's gonna be Predator, Xenomorph, or Venom. They added Predator's cloaking device during Chapter 2, Season 5. And remember, this is the device that you could have used to turn yourself invisible for a short amount of time. If you didn't know that, do you know what country the Ferrari skin named Modena is from? USA, France, or Italy? Italy is your answer, since Ferrari is an Italian car company, though it sucks we don't have this car anymore, especially in Chapter 3 since it was so fun to use. Do more collabs like this, Fortnite. True or false? The first ever Fortnite collab was with DC. Nah, that's false. It was Marvel, since the first collab Fortnite ever did was the Infinity Gauntlet game mode, to correspond with the movie Infinity War. And this had everyone hyped, especially YouTubers, and they actually didn't collab with DC until Season X when they added Gotham City. Which skin isn't a member of the Seven? The Visitor, the Paradom, or the Foundation? The Paradom isn't a member of the Seven. In fact, this isn't even a real skin, so hopefully no one chose this answer. If you did, I'm guessing it's because Paradom sounds similar to Paradigm, who's actually a member of the Seven, and you thought I just mispronounced it. Fair enough. And what character's weapon is this? Midas, Jules, or Marigold? Alright, I know this one might be tricky, but it's actually Jules' drum gun, because Midas' drum gun is solid gold, since, he has a golden touch. It's Midas. And if you paid close enough attention, you would have noticed that hers isn't fully gold. And the questions so far have been easy, compared to a question coming up about Gref G that I don't think you're gonna get correct. But first, true or false, Fortnite has more registered users than Netflix. That's true. Which is surprising because Netflix even said themselves that Fortnite is bigger competition than Hulu and HBO. Which I find shocking. But I guess no one here cares about watching movies since we're all trying to get the maxed out Spider-Man. Which of these animals does not have boss music? Klombo, raptors, or sharks? Raptors don't have any type of music, and I'm glad they don't. Plus, I'm so happy these things aren't in the game anymore since they were so annoying. But we all do love Klombo, right? Because this thing is so cool to me. And do you know what country Laserbeam is from? United Kingdom, Australia, or the USA? My guy's from Australia. And if you didn't know, that's the reason his iconic skin is wearing what he's wearing to represent his country. Then he has one of the best iconic skins out there, in my opinion. And true or false, the Midas Flopper can still be obtained in Chapter 3. Nope, that's false. You can't get this thing anymore. It was vaulted in Chapter 2, Season 5, and even before then it could have only been caught in one location, which was the Authority. And to me, it just seems like they stopped caring about the fish. Then, do you know how many different versions of Tilted there have been? 1, 5, or 7? There have been a total of 7 different versions of Tilted. Because we had the traditional style, Neo Tilted, Tilted Town, Gotham City Tilted, Salty Towers, Boney Burbs, and Frosty Fields, which was the frozen version. Sheesh, that's a lot of different styles. True or false, the Blast Off event was the first Fortnite Live event? Yeah, it was, so that's true. Because this is the event that took place back in Season 4 when the rocket had launched from the villain lair near Snobby Shores. And it's crazy, but talking about this gives me nostalgia. During which season was Arena added into Fortnite? Season 5, 7, or X? It was added during Season 7. And only OGs will remember this. When they first added Arena, the ranking system was different because it took 300 points to reach the Champions League back then. But they later changed the point system in Season X. And the questions only get harder as we go on, so get ready. True or false? The Gingerbread Raider is a fan-made design. That's true. You probably didn't know this since it's based on the OG Renegade Raider, but this skin was designed by an artist known as Fercho on Twitter as a concept. And we later received the skin, so thanks Fercho. And how many different jetpacks are there in Fortnite? 1, 2, or 3? 3 is your answer, since we have the regular jetpack that they'll release in LTMs from time to time. Then you have the Stark jetpacks and Mandalorian's jetpack. And I don't know if it's just me, but all of these can be pretty annoying, especially when you run into a sweat using one of them. True or false? Fortnite teased a Squid Game collab in Chapter 2 Season 8. False, but I wish it were true, because could you imagine how cool and hyped Squid Game skins would have been in Fortnite? And Sweats would have loved them. But on the bright side, we did get a Naruto collab during Season 8. Who voices the scientist? Dwayne Johnson, Matthew Mercer, or Joel McHale? Joel McHale is the voice actor for this skin. And if you didn't know, he's Jeff Winger in the Community. And I hope no one picked Dwayne Johnson for this, since he's literally the voice actor for the Foundation. And Matthew Mercer actually voices Midas, the more you know. And do you know what character this weapon belongs to? The Flash, Iron Man, or She-Hulk? This is Iron Man's gauntlet. This item used to be so annoying, especially in tournaments when the only weapons you could use were Marvel weapons, since it felt like they legit gave players aimbot while using them. What country is LeBron James from? Germany, USA, or Brazil? Alright, please tell me you all said USA. And they added the skin back in Chapter 2, Season 7. And I'm surprised I don't see many people using it anymore. But a good reason for that might be because they barely bring out the icon skins. And while on the topic of basketball, true or false, there are 3 different Jordan collabs in Fortnite. False, there have only been 2, since you have the Hang Time bundle, they released during Season 9, that had the clutch and the grind, and then they just dropped the second Jordan collab not too long ago in Chapter 2, Season 8. I'm a bigger fan of the first one, though. Why did Candy Wing get a locker bundle? For being a streamer, meeting Donald Mustard, or being a rapper? Meeting Donald Mustard is your answer, because while Donald Mustard was on vacation, he ran into Candy Wing, who is a fan of Fortnite. Donald even promised him his own locker bundle, and he delivered. What character's weapon is this? Kit, Meowscles, or Brutus? It's Kit's shotgun. And this mythic might not be as popular as Brutus's minigun or some of the other mythics out there, especially since Kit was known for the overpowered shockwave launcher that he had. And I miss when literally every NPC had a mythic. So if you could, please bring this back, Fortnite. Alright, I bet no one's gonna get this right. But what country is GrefG from? Spain, Venezuela, or Brazil? He's from Venezuela. Nah, just kidding, he's from Brazil. Nah, I got you again, he is actually, this time he's from Spain. And I find it cool how Fortnite released an LTM when his skin dropped, giving players a chance to win the skin for free. True or false? Exotic weapons were introduced in Chapter 2, Season 5. Yep, it's true! Because before that, we had mythics, and they changed things up in Chapter 2, Season 5, and introduced the exotic rarity. It's just that they weren't as popular since you had to buy them from NPCs instead of killing them for free. Which season had the most Jonesy variants? Chapter 2, Season 3, Chapter 2 Season 5, or Chapter 2 Season 6? Answer, Chapter 2 Season 3. Since in the Battle Pass they released Scuba Jonesy, aka probably one of the worst Jonesy variants to me, then they also dropped the Relaxed Fit Jonesy and Castaway Jonesy. True or false, the first wildlife item added into Fortnite was chickens? False? It was the Loot Sharks, since they added these back in Chapter 2 Season 3. Because before that, there wasn't any type of wildlife in Fortnite. But wildlife wasn't really noticeable until Chapter 2 Season 6, since they added all of the toxic animals. What season did Fortnite Crew come out in? Chapter 2 Season 4, Chapter 2 Season 5, or Chapter 2 Season 6? They first introduced the crew membership in Chapter 2 Season 5. And I'm glad they added this, since it allows players to build up on skins and V-Bucks. What character's weapon is this? Naruto, Morty, or Lexa? It's Naruto's kunai. And the other 2 characters didn't even have weapons, so that might have been too easy. But the next question isn't going to be easy at all. Because what country is Neymar Jr. from? USA, Brazil, or Argentina? He's from Brazil. And hey, Fortnite, it would be cool if you were to release a Tom Brady skin, since we already have 2 LeBron and Neymar. And hey, subscribe before you go. Peace!